What I've got behind me right now is what I believe to be the ultimate budget streaming setup, and I want to show it to you right now. What's up, my dude? Your friendly neighborhood Tony here, and welcome back to the Spare Tech Room, where I try to help you make better tech choices. And what we have here today is pretty much everything that you're going to need to get up and running for streaming. Now, all these products were provided to me by the company FiFine. They're not sponsoring this video though, and everything I say in here is going to be my own personal opinion. But the reason I put this all together is because you can get a full streaming setup for really less than the price of one like pro level microphone. And so I wanted to walk you through all the different bits and pieces. If you want more information on any of the items that I mentioned in this video, one, I've done several videos on all of them, so I'll link to all those videos in the description box below. But two, I'll also link to the actual products. So if you want to click through to the Amazon page and read a little bit more about them, you can definitely do that. Or of course, you can pick one up for yourself. And if you do use those links, it helps out the channel, so I appreciate it. I should also mention Black Friday is coming right up, so there's definitely some crazy deals on some of these right now. So if you're kind of waffling on it and thinking about picking some of them up, you might want to do that sooner than later before the prices go back up. Now I'm going to break this into three categories here, because when you're trying to get into streaming, there are really three things that you need to be able to do. One is you need to be able to provide some kind of video, something for someone to look at. Two is you need audio. They have to hear something, preferably you. And three, you need to be able to control the stream. And what we have here are different items that help you out in each of those different categories. Let's start off with visuals, something to see. Now, of course, you can get whatever webcam you want and hook it right into your computer. And that's going to be good for displaying yourself on camera. Alternatively, you could get a capture card, which allows you to use a full-on mirrorless camera like the one I'm using here, and run that into your computer. Now, capture cards can also be really good for capturing video from different game consoles or even from other computers if you want to kind of daisy chain computers together. That's kind of high level, so I really wouldn't worry too much about that just yet. But FiFine does make a really solid budget capture card. It's the Amplame V3, and it has the ability to pass through 4K 30 and capture 1080p 60. So it's not going to be a 4K capture card, but it's also not going to cost as much as a lot of 4K capture cards. And to be honest, when you're streaming, most people do not stream at 4K because it's just way too much resolution to push through over the internet. What I love about the V3 though is that it is super easy to set up. You literally just plug in the USB and connect your HDMI right to it. And if you want to, you can pass through the HDMI to a separate monitor, but you don't even really have to do that. It also, like a lot of the other FiFine devices, has a lot of RGB built into it, which is really cool. So not only will you be able to capture the video, but you'll have something visually appealing on stream. You know, a lot of people love RGB. So that's just a fun little bonus. So once you have your video part covered, you want to make sure that you have some really good audio going through to your stream. And that's where something like the AM8 comes in. The AM8 is one of FiFine's microphones that is really well reviewed. And this one in particular comes with the ProT mic arm. So it's the AM8 ProT. I'll link to it again in the description box below. And the mic arm has a little RGB stream that runs down it, which is really cool and fun to look at. You can actually swap through the different RGB colors on there if you want to customize it to your own stream. And the AM8 microphone has the ability to run through USB right into your computer. You can also mute and unmute the mic just by tapping on it and control the volume from right there. You can even plug in your headphones into the microphone so that way you can monitor your own audio and make sure that you sound good. Now, if you want to step it up another level, the AM8 also allows you to run an XLR cable into an audio interface. This is where you go from kind of beginner into a more intermediate or advanced level when it comes to streaming. So if you want to step up your game, you take XLR and run that into an audio interface like the SC8, which I also have here. Now the SC8 is a full-on audio mixer, so you can connect your XLR microphones into it. You can plug in headsets and headphones, so that way you can monitor your audio, or if you have a headset with a built-in mic, you can run that through here as well. It also has a ton of really cool features like the ability to control your game audio versus your chat audio, so that way you can raise and lower them independently, which if you haven't had the ability to do that, being able to do that while you're streaming and gaming is absolutely fundamental. It helps you to be able to hear the people that you're playing with and turn down the game audio or vice versa, as opposed to having everything at the same level. Then you have the ability to record and save, I believe it's up to 4 different kind of preset audio drops. So if you're streaming and you have like, you know, air horns or applause or crickets or whatever sound effect you want, you can assign that to any of the different buttons and just play that at a push of a button. Then there's a built-in voice changer, which is just a lot of fun. It's got a robot voice, a female voice, a deeper male voice. There's a bunch of different options there, and you can kind of just play around with that. There's really a ton of features. I can't cover them all in this one video, but if you want to see that full video where I go over it all, again, I'll link to it in the description. But once we have our video and our audio running into our stream, we want some kind of simple and quick and easy way to control everything. And that's where the D6 comes in. The D6 is FiFine's stream controller. It has, I believe, 15 buttons that you can preset to control different things in your stream. So if you want to change scenes, if you want to mute your stream, if you want to turn on and off your camera, if you want to have overlays or things pop up on screen, there's so much that you can do with this controller. And again, because it's FiFine, it costs a lot less than some of the other stream controllers that you'd see out there. This really is the ultimate bundle. If you want to get into streaming, or if you know somebody who is curious about getting into streaming, this would make for an excellent present. I highly recommend you check everything out below. Again, links down there. If you have any questions or if there's something specific that you want to know about, let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer it for you. Or if you have any recommendations or products that you want me to test against any of these, let me know that as well. That's gonna be it for me. I'll catch you next time in the Spare Tech Room. Be good.